We've all heard this before.
That we remain committed to establishing an operational Marine Corps presence on Guam.
What we haven't heard until today,
we will need, most likely, to redo our environmental analysis for Guam. That's a couple-year process.
Assistant Secretary of the Navy Jacqueline Fennensteel taking on questions from members of a Senate Appropriations Committee today, who, like other members of Congress, want an update on the 2006 realignment roadmap agreement between the U.S. and Japan. Senator Tim Johnson of South Dakota.
Secretary Fennensteel, when do you expect firm decisions to be made on the number and mix of Marines that will be relocated to Guam, a revised timetable for the move, a final determination of the MILCON requirements, and a revised cost estimate? Do you expect a master plan for Guam reflecting these decisions to be available by the time the FY14 budget is submitted? If not, when will it be available?
Mr. Chairman, even as we speak, discussions are ongoing between the U.S. government and the government of Japan to resolve many of those issues that you have raised. The structure of the Marine contingent on Guam, the timing, and the cost.
Until those negotiations are completed, according to Fennensteel, she won't be able to provide an answer with any specificity.
However, having said that, we are hopeful we can reach preliminary agreement with the government of Japan within the next couple months, make an announcement thereof, and begin the environmental work that is needed.
Fennensteel, meanwhile, was also asked about the status of meeting the requirements of the 2012 NDAA, which freezes U.S. and Government of Japan funding to be spent on the Marines' relocation until those conditions are met. Now, we've all heard this before.
We would hope to do so in the near future.
What we haven't heard, whether more than $830 million in Government of Japan funding sitting with the U.S. Treasury will have to be returned because of the delays.
As for whether the Japanese dollars will be available to us, that's part of the negotiation that is ongoing with the government of Japan.
Just over the weekend, Japanese media reported the U.S. has asked Japan to kick in more money for the Marines' relocation from Okinawa to Guam, something reportedly they are reluctant to agree to because the number of Marines to be relocated here went from 8,000 to just under half that figure.